What's up, you guys? It's Matt here. So I think the biggest question that we have right now with Shiba Inu is not, is it going to get to a penny or is it going to get to a dollar or 10 cents or anything like that? I mean, those are the most common questions and the most frequent questions that come up, in the live streams and in the chats everywhere, really. Is it going to get to a dollar? Is it going to get to a penny? I even put it on Twitter just recently talking about how SHIB can it get to a penny? And, people like if yes, and all of that other type of stuff, because we want to know the answer of how everybody else feels and how we get there. And it's always great to have those conversations. But that's not the question that we need to ask. The question that we need to ask right now is understanding how much of an impact Shibarium will have. And that underlying question to that is how much volume will we see for Shiba Inu in Shibarium? Not only for Shiba Inu, but in general, because everything burns Shiba Inu apparently. So how much volume will we see when it comes to Shiba Inu transition or move over to Shibarium? Because if you don't know, we're not going to see 100% of the volume. While people are like, oh, well, we have 262 million, we're going to see $262 million. You really think that we're going to see 100% of the volume flow over to this layer two platform, this layer two solution? Understand that these coins bought all of these, right? Or these platforms bought all of these coins. So Coinbase, they hold Shiba Inu. They bought all these Shiba Inu in order to sell those to other people, and then as people move them off, it takes away from their balance sheet. Same thing with Binance. Same thing with every single place that holds Shiba Inu, right? All of these markets that you go in here, that's exactly what you're going to see is a bunch of different markets that basically paid and own this Shiba Inu. So in order for them to have that move over, the investors like us would have to move over to Shibarium, which I do plan on moving a bit over to Shibarium just to see what the process is, how easy it is, usability, going through the whole process there. But 100% of the supply, 100% of the volume is not going to go over to Shibarium and trade and all of that stuff on that platform because people are trading on these exchanges. Now, if it's cheaper, you might see a lot of people that move over, but what is the percentage of people that are going to move over? So, guys, again, if you could, make sure you hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. I don't know if I said this, but hit that notification bell for more videos like this one. And also check out some of those links that are down below for Weeble, for KuCoin, for crypto.com, and all of those things that you can get benefits from. But let's go through a little bit of a Shiba Inu update, and then let me give you my opinion on where we stand. I'm going to go through the historical data when it comes to volume and see what we can expect out of this, transition. So, anyways, Shiba Inu is currently at 0.0000 1148, and it's great to see that it took away that zero, and it's staying at the higher level of a dropped zero. We have seen it up to 1161 and a low of 1136. If we see the volume is down by 54% at $259 million after everything that has transpired with the understanding that Shibarium is coming, the news to burn off Shiba Inu. I know a lot of people are still like buying Bone and moving in on Bone and all that stuff there. But we'll see how that plays out. We are seeing a $6.3 billion market cap, so definitely making our way back up the ladder. The current circulating supply and the total supply, we're still sitting at about that 600 trillion, which means we need to see a lot of burns that are going through it. Now, when we go into the holders, I always like to look at the holders. We have 1.284 million wallets or addresses that are holding this position, at which you still see 41% that has been burned off. We haven't yet burned a trillion, and we've been really covering this and moving around this for pretty much what 2 years, 2+ years at this point. So it's definitely something that has my eyes wide open to it, right? With trillions of coins that are out there. Um, so, anyways, and that's 410 trillion that has been burned off. But anyways, let's get to the main question, which is around Shibarium, right? With the release of new news around Shibarium and, what's going to be used for gas fees and how Shiba Inu is going to burn and that every single transaction that goes through there is going to burn. What's the volume that we're going to see for Shiba Inu alone? We don't still know how many things are going to be on that platform. If we're going to see Ethereum heavily traded on there, if we're going to see any other cryptocurrency heavily traded on there that we can flow through this layer two solution. Are we going to see those flow through there as well? And we're going to see more volume. But from a Shiba Inu perspective, I would expect to see somewhere around 10 to 20% of whatever the volume is. So whatever the average volume that we can see, 259 million. Let's say we can expect 25 million out of that to flow through Shibarium, which is great. It's nowhere near what we think we can get. We still don't know what the percentage is going to be for burns. We don't know how much that will burn off because we don't know what the base fee will be for Bone and how much of that will be burned off in Shiba Inu. We still don't know that portion of it. But we still don't know this either. I mean, this is just a guess that we may see 10%, we may see 20% of the overall volume for Shiba Inu that flows over there. Because and at most, I would think we're going to see somewhere around 30%. But the issue that we're dealing with is that other exchanges where people are still buying and holding on other exchanges, and they're not going to move anything because at risk of paying any type of fee or moving it, right? Because they move it to another platform, they pay a fee in Coinbase for moving it, they pay a fee in crypto.com for moving it, all those different things. So just for moving it, they're getting a higher fee. Now, if they offer something a little bit more in Shibarium for a reason to really move it, then that's a different story because you're getting a little bit more value out of it. Um, but I know there's going to be more of a wait and see approach. So on day one, you might see like 10% that transition over. You might see 15% that transition over. And every single day, you might see 10% of the volume. And depending how cheap the fee is, you might see that increase or decrease. But I think with everything that will be offered, you will see millions of dollars that are flowing through Shibarium, whether it's in Bone or Leash, or Shiba Inu or Ethereum or Loop Ring, whatever is tradable on that platform. Now, with everything that needs to be tradable on that platform, I believe you either need people to transition over there, and they can have the ability um, to entertain those projects. So like say if Loopring is a layer 2 project, right? So you have their layer 2 platform and you can essentially send your Loopring over there, but it's not something that they're going to automatically have an ability for you to buy it over there. It's about you sending it and then moving it around and doing that stuff, or having it in your wallet and then going around and doing that stuff. So it's not about you um, uh, like it's not about you having the Shiba Inu and buying the Shiba Inu from that platform itself. I don't believe that's going to be the case. You're going to have to transition it over there or swap it over there in order to move it back and forth and do whatever you want. I'm pretty sure it's not going to be an off ramp. Um, and that's something that may be a little bit difficult for people is when they buy it, they want to transition it to that off ramp. So they may end up transitioning and they may not do anything with it unless there's some sort of larger activity that you can use it for, whether it's NFTs or a different portal or something that's happening over there. But either way, how much volume do I believe? If I had to give you an answer, like I said, 10 to 20% of the volume will flow over to Shibarium. I think there will be a wait and see approach, so maybe closer to 10 before it does reach the level of 20. But the swapping back and forth, I don't know what will happen there depending on what things you have available to do over there, to grasp over there. So anyways, guys, let me know your thoughts on how much volume you believe Shibarium will have, how many transactions you believe they will have. I'm always interested to hear you guys' comments. So hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell for more videos like this one. Also, check out some of the links that are down below. But I'm going to get out of here, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. See ya.